Hey there, Toonami faithful. This is Special Anime Expo correspondent Jennifer Losi with two very special guests to my left and right. So if you would like to introduce yourselves for the folks that I'm sure have no idea who you are you?
Hi, my name is Daniel Limhoko. I'm the social media correspondent and writer and editor for Toonami News, and I'm also the reporter for ToonamiFaithful.com.
What about you?
I'm CJ Maffers. I'm the senior staff writer for ToonamiFaithful.com.
I knew all that already. As I'm sure you did. I'm really excited to be talking with these folks about Anime Expo 2019.
Oh, yes.
So, for everybody watching who hasn't been here, how would you describe Anime Expo to someone who's never been?
Don't go unless you're ready. I have quite a few friends that this was the first time at a convention, and for whatever reason, they were like, I want to go to Anime Expo because it's the Super Bowl of anime conventions, and I get that. It's a lot. Even for someone like myself who's been doing this now for 3 years, this will be my third year here, and it's overwhelming even for me. And like, I do stupid things to like be able to get through everything. Like, I don't eat really. I just go to panel to panel, and I tell people like, it's a grind. There's a ton of people. You want to be careful with like not getting overstimulated and all those kind of stuff. But if you can handle that, please come on down. But definitely try to get the premier passes if you can. That's the fancy badge. That's the fancy badge. You definitely want that because general admittance is tough. It's definitely tough, and that's why I say if you think you can handle it, by all means. And if not, I definitely would say probably go to a smaller one before coming here. But like I say, I've done this now for 3 years, and if that doesn't mean that I don't like it, I don't know what does.
What about you?
Well, Anime Expo is I'm pretty much used to the hecticness though this is my second year in Anime Expo. I've been going to San Diego Comic-Con since 2011, so I kind of know the hecticness of everything. There's like, what I love about Anime Expo is that all the news, all the swag, all the people. Although sometimes the people like might be too overwhelming.
The swag is awesome. That's the thing. Like, if you don't want to like go to like all the panels, deal with all the stuff that kind of goes around with that, definitely just go to the exhibit hall and entertainment hall. There's so much cool stuff. They're real, and it's just like I find that to be just as rewarding than just going to like all kinds of panels. I personally like the panels the most, but if you just want to try to get some nice swag, this is the place to do it.
Did you pick up any particularly cool swag while you were here?
I actually did. So I picked up something for myself, my mother, and my brother. I always like to get stuff for my family when I go out and visit because I believe it or not, and yes, even my mother, they love conventions. My brother, not so much with the crowds, but he still likes what you get to do at them. Yeah. My mom is like, why don't you ever take me to these things? It's just like, I mean, if you want to come, you can come. It's cool. So I always make sure to try to get souvenirs when I'm out of state. And so I got myself Grand Crest War, the latest thing from Aniplex that I really liked. I got my brother JoJo Part 4 because he's a huge JoJo fan. Oh, God, I didn't even... Light bulb.
I also bought JoJo Part 4 because reasons.
That was not planned, actually. I didn't think of that. But I did get him that. And I got my mother a plush because, I mean, you know, why not do that? And I got her of Rem from Ray Zero. Yes, I have a feeling she'll like that too. But I picked Rem because I think she's best girl in that show. No offense to Amelia and Ram fans out there, but I got her Rem just because I'm like, I want you to be represented by the right maid girl in that show. But that's at least what I got them.
Did you pick up anything awesome, Daniel?
Nothing really. Just I'm not really. I'm more of an experience guy more than a materials guy. But
making me feel
such a millennial.
Yeah. I just bought. I forgot what it's called. Just bought like one or two things. I forgot. They're none real special.
Excellent. If you can still pay your rent after, have you done Anime Expo properly? I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, to explain the crowds, it's sort of like if you've ever gone shopping like around the Christmas holiday season and the mall is packed except everyone is cosplaying a JoJo character. That it's the same experience, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's a lot. It is.
So this was my second year. It's your second year. It's your third year. Was there anything like sort of noticeably different about this year than other years that you've been?
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but like I felt like I didn't get to do as much as I wanted.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the panels that I did get to go to. There was some that I wasn't able to, and whether it be just through other commitments or if it was just kind of, I was just like, I actually want to eat now and like things like that. But yeah, no, it felt a little, and then not to put a downer on it, it felt a little underwhelming compared to previous years with it. However, what made up for it, I met way more people, yourself included, and those are memories that I will cherish, that I really enjoyed. I didn't, it's so hard to get interviews here, and people are super busy. So the fact that we've done 10, maybe even more, it's like, I treasure that just as much as any other panel. I missed a couple, which is fine. I never really get mad about missing panels when it's another commitment, but getting to meet the people that we did, getting to, I learned about Crystar, and I'm just now I kind of want it after talking with a couple of people who are in it. I got to meet some very, very talented people, friends of yours, too, and it's just...
I got to meet them, too. There's a lot of voice actors that I'm in shows with that I didn't meet until today.
Actually, probably one of my favorite moments, not to go ahead of it, but at least when it comes to the experience of meeting people, when you got to meet Marissa. Because it's I never got to meet you in person, but you're freaking awesome, and
and Kaylee too.
Right.
We all sat next to each other at a panel. I'm like, this is the first time we've been in the same room.
So I like those kind of stories a lot. So I treasure those experiences. So while maybe the actual convention itself might have been a little bit like that, the memories that I've made, with colleagues and as well as guests and stuff like that, I think has definitely been way better than it was in previous years. So that I definitely like, but the con itself kind of a little down, but they still brought a lot of amazing stuff, stuff I absolutely loved.
What about you, Daniel? How is this different than last year for you?
Well, there was all those earthquakes.
I was gonna say, was this your first earthquake?
Yes. Oh God, I was freaking out the first time because I was in a panel room and I'm like, is this room supposed to move? I've never been here. What's going on with that? Then I'm like, no, this is an earthquake. I gotta go. Holy crap, this is crazy. And then after that, the one that happened, I forget, was it Friday?
Yeah, there were two.
Yeah, the 6.9.
There was a 6.9 and I think a 7.1, and then a billion smaller ones in between.
So that one, I was at a restaurant, and I was at a food place picking up some dinner, and I was like, this is as if I was drinking, and I've quit drinking. I haven't taken a sip in almost a year, so I've stopped that. So I'm like, the fact that I was feeling that, I'm like, clearly something is different. It's not me unless I was sick, and I certainly didn't feel sick. So yeah, that was ooh.
That was my next question. I'm very impressed that you psychically predicted that. I was like, I know how it's different for you this year. Yeah, the largest sort of earthquake that people talk about here, the Northridge quake, was not as large as this one, but this was about 120 miles or so from the convention center. Apparently, you could still feel it where I live. I was on the subway coming here the first time, and so my mother texted me and was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, I'm going to Anime Expo. And she's like, well, there's an earthquake. And then I was walking home, and I didn't even notice the other one. So maybe that's my superpower, is ignoring large earthquakes.
Are you in My Hero Academia?
No, but that would be my special power. Right. Anything else that was different for you this year?
Not really. Just same usual. Just...
You're so over it already. All right. Well, I've asked those questions. Is there anything that is really different about Anime Expo versus the other places you find yourself going?
Oh, yeah. This one always gets a lot of the best guests, I feel, and a lot of the best panels, like Fire Force premiere, My Hero Academia premiere, Daimanchi premiere, the Bunny Senpai movie premiere. Like, they get a ton... Or Sound Euphonium premiere.
Sound Euphonium.
There's so many different stuff that they bring here that I absolutely love. So that's my thing about it. So they just bring the house when it comes to guests, panels, and exclusives.
Excellent.
I guess there are all the things that come with this convention. Like, of course, sometimes it's just of course sometimes it's just people watching or just all the cosplays, I if I can just have a day to do if I have a day to just take pictures of the cosplays and just throw them on Toonami News, you'll have a bunch. There's also of course, all the premieres, all the guests. Of course, there's a lot more people to interview, but of course, a lot of them are also busy.
What's some of your favorite cosplay that you saw?
It seemed there was a lot of JoJo's, a lot of SAO, a lot of My Hero Academia, of course. Yeah, a lot of these guys are really creative with what they make.
Did you have any favorites, CJ?
Girls Frontline. Someone wore one of the T-Doll costumes and had an oath ring. So in the game mechanic, you can marry these characters. I married the character she was in, just because stats for reasons of that. And she had the oath ring. She's like, "Do you want to fake propose?" And I was just like, "Yes, if let's go. This is the closest I'll ever get for that. That's hilarious." So we did that. So anything like that, anything with Azure Lane, just because I find that I'm really surprised that mobile games are as big as, let's say, an anime kind of thing, or even just regular video games. So that, to me, kind of blew me away whenever I saw anything from Girls Frontline or Azure Lane.
Did either of you see the big Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom? Yes. I saw another one coming here who had a lamp that he turned into a head, which I thought was pretty creative. And some really awesome Agretzko costumes. I saw a trio of ladies earlier that just nailed it. So that was pretty exciting. So talking about all of the exciting things you got to attend, tell me a bit about some of your favorite panels or events that you got to cover this week that folks can hopefully get some more details about if they go check out the Twitter feed or some of their videos.
That was easy. That's the My Hero Academia. Because apparently no one knew it was dubbed, and I did. I was just like, everyone kind of, they said that. And it's just like, no one seemed to pay attention, so I'm just like, yes, the complete episode was dubbed, and it's not coming till the fall. So that, and probably the Daimachi, because I've been waiting for season 2 since 2015. So those are the two that I really was like, yes,
nice.
That kind of thing.
What about you, Daniel?
Well, various actually. Let me see. Of course, My Hero was crazy in there. Also, panels of interest. SAO had some cool stuff.
Yeah.
The new promo. Don't check it out unless for at least until the next week. Yeah. And the Demon Slayer one. Though the line was kind of stupid, but yeah. My first impressions about that new show, about the new Toonami show, is like, I feel like this is the new Inuyasha, so to speak. But yeah. So. Other things I might want to try to remember Thursday. It's like
it's been a long week, right?
Okay. Trying to remember. Oh, we did interviews on Friday. We did.
I'm watching him recount all of it.
He's been broken.
Perfectly in his brain.
I'm tired.
I'm so dehydrated that I might just become powder by the end of this. Oh, Promised Neverland cosplay too. I saw a whole lot of that. That was pretty great.
A lot of moms.
Oh, I saw a couple of those. I collected about half the kids by the end of it, but no. Oh, Connie.
Just finished an interview with Jackie.
I love her so much, and they show that Connie clip on like the commercial break every week, and it guts me every week. So thanks for nothing, Toonami. Actually, kind of thanks for everything. Thank you for everything, really.
I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah. All right, well, we are being kicked out, so that's about all we've got for you, but I'm so glad to have gotten to sit down with CJ and Daniel.
Thanks for having us.
And it's good to see you, Toonami faithful. Bye.